babes, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, but if you've been there before, welcome back. Today is a very new video for me just because I'm going to be cooking, and this is my very first time trying HelloFresh. This is the box. Okay. So if you guys never heard of HelloFresh, it's basically if you're tired of eating the same things and want to try something different, you can order HelloFresh, and you can order what I think is 2 to like 4 or 5 meals for the week, and you can actually pick on how many servings you want and everything, and it'll send all the ingredients in one box. Like I said, this is my very first time trying it out, so this is how I received it. Well, I went ahead and opened the bag, but this is the bag it comes in, and with the bag has all the ingredients but the protein. So I have my tortillas, my cilantro, pineapples, I have onions, tomatoes, etc. So all the items that I need to cook, all the ingredients are in the bag except the protein. It's right here. So when you first receive the box, it comes in this is like a big ice chest. It has I ordered 3 different kind of meals. So mine had two big ice bags on the inside of it to keep, I guess, my protein cold. So the protein is cold. The inside of the box is basically like this. And like I said, it is a cooler. So it's like this. All the protein is at the bottom with the ice bags on top of them. Then we have like all of the bag food at the top. And it's closed, sealed tight. And you can also set it for what days you want it to be delivered to your house. Anyways, so I'm going to be cooking these pineapple beef tacos, and this is what it looks like. I'm going to try to get it as close to this picture as possible. But the beauty of this is that it shows you exactly how to cook it, all the ingredients, what steps to follow, and everything. So the reason why I tried HelloFresh is because my family typically eats the same thing over and over again, and after a while it gets pretty old. So I mean, we like tacos, so I say the perfect thing for me to try would be the tacos. And they don't look bad. This looks pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this video. First step I'm going to do is rinse up all the products, just because you want to make sure it's nice and clean before you start cutting, because you have to eat this. Okay, so first thing I do is rinse off all of my produce, just to make sure I get all the germs off of it, and then I'll go ahead and dry them off with a towel before I actually start cutting them. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is cut my onion in half, then cut the ends off of it. I'm going to peel that first layer off, and then I'm just going to dice it up. And this is optional. You can do it how big or how small you want to cut them. It's up to you. Okay, jumping into this jalapeno. I'm not really sure how this is supposed to be cut, so I'm just going to pull the seeds out and basically dice this. And this knife is not really working for me. Like, I'm really having problems with it because I feel like it's not as sharp as it should be. But I'm going to make it work for right now. So I diced up my jalapenos, and now I'm doing my tomatoes. And same thing, if you can see, I'm like having problems with cutting my tomatoes. It's because it's like dull, so it's like breaking them. Yeah. So then I went ahead and switched knives, which is a lot better now because it's sharper and it's cutting straight through them the way I need it to go. And now I'm just squeezing my lime, and then I'm going to cut them in slices and just push them to the side. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my pineapples, pour the juice into a separate container, place it aside. I'm going to put all my tomatoes in a bowl with some onions and just take a little cilantro. I'm going to dice that up. I'm not really a fan of too much cilantro, so I'm just using just a little. I'm going to put that in the bowl as well. Okay, so now I'm just going to take a lime and squeeze it into another container. So the steps says to use 2 limes. So I'm just using 2 limes, squeezing it in. And then I'm going to go ahead and open my sour cream and pour it into the same container. I'm going to go ahead and mix it up. Well, I'm using 2 sour creams. I'm sorry. I'm going to go ahead and mix it up. And this is going to give my sour cream a little zest to it. Okay, please excuse my sons. They're in the back having a blast. I just take a tablespoon of water. Then I'm going to mix all the ingredients together. And I'm just mixing it very well. I'm going to taste it and see if I taste the lime. And I don't really taste it as much, so I'll go ahead and squeeze 1 more lime in it, mix it up, and then it came out perfect. Okay. Now that I have all my ingredients cut up into a mixing bowl and I mix my sour cream, I'm going to be taking a pan and I'm going to put my stove on medium. Okay, so my next step is using some olive oil, pouring it into the pan on medium fire. And I'm just going to add my jalapenos and my onions into this pot or this pan and just let it saute. Okay, so now I'm just going to add my taco mix, and I'm going to add half of the bag onto my onions and jalapenos, and I'm going to mix that in together, and that's going to give my onions and jalapenos some flavor. Yeah. So now I have that caramel look onto my onions and jalapenos. I'm going to add my ground meat. And with this is I'm just going to work it in, breaking it down. And then I'm going to mix all of them together just to make sure it's evenly seasoned and it's evenly cooked. Now I'm just going to pour any excess grease out of the pan because I don't want any greasy tacos. So yeah, I'm just going to pour it into the drain. And then I'm going to add some more seasoning to it. Now that it's all cooked down, it's going to give it that flavor that I need it to have. So that step is done. I'm going to take my tortillas, put them in the microwave on about 30 seconds. And I'm going to keep checking it because I don't want them to overcook or get hard. Okay, so now I'm just adding my pineapples and my pico. I'm just gonna mix it up. So now this is the very first time I ever had pineapples in pico de gallo, but we're gonna see how it turns out. So I went ahead and warmed my tortillas. Now I'm going to, let's see, use a spoon, divide beef mixture between tortillas. So this is my very first HelloFresh box, and I followed the ingredients, and this is what it turned out to look like. And if you look at the picture, it looks the same. Now let's just see how it tastes. Okay, so let's see what it tastes like. That's good. It's like that pineapple. It gives you like that sweet taste, but it also brings out all the other flavors that's in the taco. That's good. So you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. Thank y'all for watching, and you should totally get into HelloFresh, especially the tacos, because they were so good, and it only had 830 calories in it, and that's a serving of 4. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Boom. Bye. So good.